Oh no.
Standing right there. He's standing right there.
He was standing right
locked.
there in the window.
But the window's locked.
Of course the window's locked because
And
he's
he
a
was
demon.
Inside.
He's a demon.
And now the alarm's going
And that's the alarm going down. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Welcome, everybody, to episode 25 of the PYSO Podcast. And after a much-needed summer off, we're back to work. And what you're listening, we're watching Insidious right now on Pluto TV. If you've ever seen Insidious.
And we're about to eat smokehouse sausage sticks.
Way to cut me off. Let us know in the comments if you like Insidious or if you hate Insidious.
I like it.
I don't care. We're also going to be eating Bridgeford, the premium brand, smokehouse sausage sticks. That's a lot of S's.
It is. Sweet Baby Ray's.
Original recipe. These are the sticks, not the jerky.
I want to know if I'm going to like them.
You want to crack them up and then take a sniff?
I'm real picky about them.
Oh, we're going to take a sniff. You ready?
Yep.
Throw that in the garbage here.
Hope they're not super salty.
Take a sniff.
I'll sniff it. Ugh. I mean, it's not bad.
Ooh, that's Sweet Babies.
I don't like the.
That's Sweet Babies. You're going to take a take the meat.
Take the meat.
Okay.
I got it.
Take a bite.
You want me to eat first?
Take a bite.
As soon as it hit my tongue, though, is when I touched it.
Let us know what you
sweet.
think. Let us know what you think.
All right.
What?
Taste. No.
What do you got? Oh, the alarm's going off on Insidious again. What do you got?
I'm still chewing.
What do you think?
Really boring, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you taste barbecue?
Yeah.
Well,
That's all it tastes like, though.
Let me read you the story. Our Bridgeford Smokehouse sausage sticks are slowly dried in Chicago, Illinois. They are great snacks that are ready to eat and do not require refrigeration. That's good for those hippies out there that don't have refrigerators, I guess.
Meat stick.
But they don't eat meat, right?
But...
This ain't vegan, so sorry. Let's see here. Like all our products, we proudly make our Bridgeford Smokehouse Links sticks in the USA.
Well,
USA. Yeah. USA.
So we know what they're made of.
And we guarantee your satisfaction. Thank you for being our customer. Mr. Baron Bridgeford Jr. You know what I'm saying. Bridgeford Food Corp. Chicago, Illinois. USA. 130 calories.
Per piece? Per
serving, which is... What's serving here? 6.
Oh, wow.
It's not bad for you. It's not bad for you.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. How many grams of fat in a serving?
0 trans fat, 3 grams of fat.
No
7 grams of protein, 7. Best if used by July 1990.
1990? What is
it good or can I have a bite of yours?
Here, just eat a bite of mine.
I'm going to eat the rest of yours. Okay. So no to the meat stick?
It's edible.
No
it might
to
be
the
good
meat.
with like cheese and crackers.
Oh.
It's
Cheese
just,
and cracker
it's bland. It's not real, I don't know, flavorful.
Okay.
Not a lot of salt at all, though.
Not a lot.
I just brushed my teeth not long ago.
Yeah, so?
I can still taste toothpaste.
Well, that doesn't help with the spices of Sweet Baby Ray. You know?
Probably doesn't help. We ate barbecue sauce for dinner.
We had chicken for barbecue. Chicken barbecue and ranch. I had with cheddar cheese. Melted on top.
Stuffing.
Stovetop stuffing. How'd you eat your chicken?
With my everything mixed together. The corn, the stuffing, the chicken. What do you think?
Nope.
You don't like it?
No.
Well, that scares me.
It's very bland.
Okay, I'm right.
Yeah, there's no seasoning.
It has no taste at all.
Yeah. There's like no seasoning in it.
It's just sweet. With a hint of barbecue sauce.
Yeah, and it feels wet. It's not snappy like you want a meat stick to be.
Well, no, you mean like a Slim Jim?
Yeah.
It
That's what I
depends on the
want.
casing on it.
That's what I want.
Well, we had a wonderful summer, didn't we?
Sure.
What did we do?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
We did stuff. We did a lot. But you just, not stuff you could explain. Like, it wasn't a big vacation. We had a lot of little mini vacations.
Sure. I didn't even realize we haven't did a show since February.
I didn't either.
Until I looked and saw that.
And we're like, oh my gosh.
So that sucks.
Time is flying.
Got a few new followers online on the site, so that's cool. Found old buddy, well not old buddy, podcast buddy. We did shows together with Mr. Anelli. Actually, you were on the show with us before.
Yeah.
And when we did old podcast Slice and Dice Dreadcast, him and Joey and Bill and those guys.
Jeez.
Those are good guys. So when I found him on Twitter, figured we gave him a follow. He gave us a follow back, so figured I'd give him a shout out. He likes podcasts. Hopefully he gives this a listen. We'll tag him in it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Insidious. We watched this last night on Pluto TV.
You want to give a brief rundown of what it's about?
If anybody hasn't seen Insidious yet, what we got? So it's basically about astral projection. Little kid who goes into the other world that the woman calls the further. And he gets trapped in the spirit world with a demon who wants his body. And the longer he's away from his body, the easier the demon can take it over. And here we learn that his father is also an astral projector, and he was a very good projector as a child, but he suppressed it with hypnotism. But he can only go in and get him. The little boy, you understand?
Yeah. I understand because we watched it.
Exactly. So throughout the movie, we learn a little bit about paranormal. There's a lot of demons and ghosts and spirits here and there, and they want the little boy.
So we can relate to all of that.
And then we also see the old woman who followed the father since he was a child, followed him all the way to adulthood and possessed him. Spoiler.
Uh-oh.
At the end of the movie. So, that's pretty cool.
Well, there's part two, right?
Oh, there's like 5 of them, I think. Insidious,
really?
Lost Key, or Last Key, or something.
Oh, we didn't even watch those ones.
Oh, they're everywhere. They're like the Conjurings, man. They started making them. Same guys into both of them. But,
So have you ever astral projected?
yes.
Where'd you go?
I don't know. I stopped late adulthood, early adulthood, I mean. Probably.
Yeah. Early.
When life clouds your mind and you don't have the childish wonder to do it, I think. You can do it as an adult, but you have to train yourself, I think.
I've done it once as an adult, but it wasn't like... When I was a kid, I could do it all the time. When I was little. But I stayed in the house. Like, I always stayed inside the house or right outside in the yard. I would do somersaults, and I could fly.
You went to your school?
I went to my school before, yes. Yeah. We were just talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah.
I used to float around the school.
Of course. I think people can relate to that.
And then... I don't know if that one was so much of an astral projection as it was a dream.
You were flying through your school, why not?
Yeah.
You ever fly above the trees and over your power lines, over your house? I used to do that all the time. That was always fun.
I don't think I've ever gone over the power line.
I used to go over the bridge and then over the river and through the woods.
To grandmother's house we go.
You know.
Is that where you ended up, your grandma?
No, I did not. No, I did not. But Insidious, they talk about this other plane of existence. And I knew when that movie came out, they were pretty close to what I believed already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I always believe there's another world living, just another level, another frequency that we can't reach. And it's kind of like the end of this movie.
plane.
You get to see, there's like residual haunting. They're reliving the shooting and all that kind of stuff. Different deaths. So, I'd say that's pretty close to it. You can get to it in your dream world. You just need to connect with your brain. We both know how important your brain is, right?
How did they do it in the movie? He just sat there and...
Hypnotism.
I don't know if I could be hypnotized.
Of course. He gets hypnotized
we
by...
should try doing it ourselves.
The fabulous Lin Shaye.
Oh, yeah, on the movie.
Yes, on the movie.
We need to hypnotize each other.
Yes.
We can do that live. Well, not live, but do a recording of it.
Well, we can record it, but not...
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of dead air.
Oh, yeah.
All right, looks like Insidious is back on.
What part is this?
He's dreaming about when he was a kid and the old lady was following him. Who, if you saw some of the sequels, I believe the old lady that we see in this movie is actually a man. I think we learned that in part 2. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Like a lady, though.
It was his mother. He dressed up as his mother, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen part 2 in a very long time.
I didn't know that storyline at all.
Yeah, you got to see the sequels. What?
That does not sound like she's scared.
It's 1:53 in the morning. She just got woken up. And I think she's about to look. And this is when the guy's walking outside her window.
Oh, okay.
Then he comes in. Any Insidious fans out there? Who's your favorite ghost that they show? This guy on here, he's the suit ghost, I guess. Long hair.
Yeah.
Demon. Whatever you want to call it. The one that was standing over the baby.
Is that the mask you have?
No, that's Sinister.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
See.
Josh?
He can't help you. He can't help you.
Oh, see, that's... what would you do in that situation?
Well, you
if
give him a
something
hug.
just shows up in your room?
You give him a hug, and you say, "What is
You
wrong?
wouldn't. What would
is
you
wrong?"
really do? What do you think you would do?
I know what I've always done. I give him hugs.
Okay.
I taste beef jerky in my mouth. Or
Yes.
sweet baby Ray
it's
meat
not
stick.
That great. It is very bland. There's no seasoning to it whatsoever.
Yeah, we don't have to say anything negative, but
It's just bland.
it's very bland.
It doesn't taste like
It needs some of your
a
curing.
little bit of spice.
Some more
to it.
curing. Okay, so now the mother knows that the house is absolutely haunted. She wants to leave. They just moved there within a week, probably, something like that.
We're gone.
And now they're leaving to move to Barbara Hershey's house from Entity. That's who plays his mom.
I was a little bit ahead in my head. I was like, oh, wait. Okay, yeah, they moved into this house.
Yeah, she's there, helping them move. Pretty quick move from nice house to nice house, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
He's just a teacher, and she's sitting there playing crappy music that all the spirits just want her to stop playing. They hide her music from her in the attic. They make her baby cry while she's practicing. Like, just stop playing and trying to sing.
I can't believe you got Josh to hold still for a photo.
There's Barbara
What I
Hershey.
can't believe is that we are doing this all over again. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous, she says. So what's your feelings about, I'm going to mute that. What's your feelings about the further, as they call it in this movie?
What are my feelings about it?
Do you feel it could be real? Their description of the further. Just a place
Yes.
where the spirits reside, and some of them can trap a human spirit to try to overtake their bodies. Maybe that's how people get possessed. You understand?
He went into a coma there, right?
They called it a coma, but
Yes.
his spirit was just away from his body.
Yeah.
His vessel.
So how do we know? That's how people wake up out of a coma after years, and
Bingo.
they're fine. So it's
What do you think? Do you think it's do you think it's realistic the way they
Yeah.
portray it in the movie?
I don't think it's as creepy.
Them going through that cloudy
Yeah, like
purgatory type area. You know what I mean?
Dark.
Yeah.
I mean, dark represents bad, you know what I mean, in the scary movies.
Usually.
So it makes you feel uncomfortable when you're watching it. I don't think
Watch,
it's
here
that
comes
bad.
a little ghost boy in the background. Ready? Watch. See him on the left?
Yep.
Standing there?
Yep.
Little Easter egg there. A lot of people miss that.
But see, like, he's in there running around.
Yes.
In this house.
Dancing a Tiny Tim.
But then, why would he ever want to go back to that further where he was if it's dark and dingy and miserable? You know what I mean? Wouldn't all spirits just stay behind?
No, they lose. I think they lose their energy.
They have to get back to the further to get energized.
I think they need to get energized in where the spirit energy lives.
I hate this song because of this movie. No, that's the child.
Yes. He's a demon child, though. Not her kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a bad kid, from what we gather.
The demon in this movie is creepy.
I think they're all demons. They're all negative entities coming forth to the human realm to where they don't belong. You understand? Mm-hmm. They don't belong here.
Okay, so then...
Oh, the giggles. Look. Oh, a little creep.
Yeah.
He's a little creep is what he is.
He's a little creep.
If you haven't already, please give us a like on whatever site you're listening to us on. We're over there on some Twitter. And just look for @PYSO Podcast. P.Y.S.O. Podcast. And, yeah. Anything. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Every little... Quit hitting.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to hit
Every
that.
little bit helps. So thank you.
Klutzy.
And any new first-time listeners, welcome. We're coming back with more of a raw feel.
Raw, unplanned.
But, being real. If we do get some interaction, maybe some people want to be guests, we will invite you to give us a call or something to be on sometime. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know, we like horror.
And
paranormal. Stuff like that, so whatever you want to talk about. If you got your own show.
UFOs, but...
We'll give you an open mic. If you're a fan who doesn't have a show but wants to be on a show, we'll be that charity case for you. Come on over and be on a show. PYSO Podcast.
P.Y.S.O. Podcast.
Okay, there he comes. Little demon kid. Get ready.
So she's looking under the stand.
Because the shoe's there.
Yes.
She sees a shoe.
And it comes out from the doors above the shoes.
Which is bull crap.
It's a jump scare.
Yes.
Which always get me.
Hopefully that got you. Burp.
See, I don't know if I would do that.
See, no, she broke down and called a priest like all movies do. Except this movie really does, they do away with the priest aspect of it, and they really go into the paranormal aspect of it very quickly. I do respect them for that. Because all the movies, they do the priest thing, they do the blessing thing, and it doesn't work anyway. This movie, you see a priest for 10 seconds, he leaves, and then they go into the paranormal investigation part of it. You know what I mean?
What was the movie we watched?
What's that now?
That movie we watched.
Paranormal Activity? Or
that was that Bell Witch
the cheap
haunting.
one yesterday.
Bell Witch Haunting?
Yeah, the Bell Witch Haunting.
House Haunting.
It's from Asylum. It's on Pluto TV also, the Asylum channel. Those cheap B movies.
Well, they get their ideas from movies like this.
Yes,
I mean, it's,
they're knockoffs of
yeah,
Hollywood movies. Yes,
we're not actually saying that it's a great movie.
What is?
The one who are suggesting that they go
who
watch.
Said that?
No, I just saying.
But you brought it
here. Oh, I know, but I'm saying it's a bad movie, but it reminds me of this one.
Seen it for myself.
Kind of, but this isn't found footage, so it's not really the same thing.
I came today because.
But she was in a movie in the 80s called The Entity, where she was haunted by a ghost.
Yeah.
And then they cast her as his mother in this movie, which is pretty cool. A lot of people had never seen that movie. It's one of those lower movies.
Yeah.
But it was cool to cast her in this movie. If anybody never seen that, check it out. The Entity.
Your bedroom.
Great movie.
Sleep.
Now, did we play a video game or like
What's that?
VR
Go to sleep.
with VR goggles?
We've done VR, yes.
With this.
The Conjuring, yes.
Someone was awake.
We did, what was it, Annabelle? Or The Conjuring? One of them.
I went into Dalton's room.
The Conjuring, definitely we did.
Yeah. Yeah, we were in a room and looking around the windows, yeah. Anybody do VR Conjuring? Let us know what you think.
But I didn't know if this one was.
It was in there.
Something in there with him.
Yeah, this demon always got me. I think that was a good design for them.
It was standing there in the corner.
Right there, it looks like he has like a bald top head and a crown hair.
Yeah.
like an old guy.
It was a visitor.
Like a stupid old white guy, you know, standing in the corner. Look.
Like Dumb and Dumber, yeah.
Yeah.
It said Dalton.
Get ready. I don't want to scare you, okay?
Me?
Yes.
I can still hear that voice.
I'm so sorry.
That wasn't even.
I'm so sorry. I had to scare everybody. Had to do it.
What
So now
is-
they went back. Now the demon went in the room, kicked the room all around. Dalton, the kid who was in a coma, kicked down on the ground. I always get worried when they do that kind of stuff in movies, because think about the tubes that are in these people when they fall. The tubes get ripped out.
I know.
The tubes, man. You had a feeding tube, a nasal tube, an inner tube.
Alright, he's on the floor.
Yes.
Please help him.
And he did these drawings of him as a superhero. His superhero was him,
I know
though,
someone who can help.
because he could fly. You understand?
Yeah.
So now she's going to
Go
call
and ask.
Elise. You know what I'm
Because his
saying?
mother knows
Because his mother knows.
that he used to astral project.
Yes. So we're going to be right back after this break from Pluto TV, and we'll be talking about Insidious further, as well as The Further.
The further.
Be right back.
You want? Want?
Alrighty, alright. We're coming back here with Insidious.
I want you to know this is what I
Elise is here.
Any contradicted previous
She has seen the demon.
Why did she turn the light on? Like when.
Because she was afraid of what she was seeing. She wanted to see it. The mom.
Go on.
Yes.
Your son isn't in a coma. Falling off a ladder had nothing to do with this. His physical body is here, but his spiritual body is not. And the reason these disturbances, they followed you to a new home,
Why?
is because it's not the house that's haunted.
What do you mean?
It's your son.
You son of a...
Get rid of your son.
I don't understand.
I have two. That's why we had two.
Have you ever heard of astral projection?
Yes.
Yes, is the out of body experience or something?
Well, I like to call them travelers.
Yes.
You
That's
see,
why
these are
that's why I love
people with
traveling in
ability
real life, because
to
I used to
leave their
travel as a
physical
kid
body
all the time.
and to travel to different places in astral form. Now, Dalton, he is a very accomplished astral projector. He's been doing it in his sleep for a long time. He has been since he was very young.
I want to dress like that.
And he's unafraid. because he
Like
thinks
this
they're
guy.
real.
Like a man in black without the
And it's
jacket
that
on.
very lack of fear that has led him to travel too far
We should do
and
that.
to become lost.
And go on a paranormal investigation somewhere.
Go walk around the
Lost
cemetery.
In a place that I call the further.
Oh yeah, that would draw attention.
What does that mean?
The further is a world far beyond our own, yet it's all around us. A
Where
place
is
without
it?
time as we know it.
How is it?
Is a dark realm filled with the tortured souls of the dead. A place not meant for the living. That's where Dalton is. And the problem is that with his astral body gone, he's just left us with a physical body, an empty vessel.
You see? It's meat.
There are
Yeah,
entities
this
that
doesn't
know
make
this because
sense.
they can
It makes
smell
perfect
it.
sense.
Nah.
That's why they're
What are you
gathering
talking
around.
about?
Are these the things that I've been seeing?
He's like the chum.
Why can't you astral project to a nice place, a good place?
He doesn't know. They tricked him to go there, like the ice cream
They're all
truck.
trying to get inside of his physical body simply because they
Say,
crave
hey,
life.
Dalton, I got some candy
Chance
over
to
here.
live
Don't look
again.
at my demon face.
But there are other entities
Gosh.
who are malevolent and have a more insidious agenda.
Ah, she said the name of the
Insidious.
movie,
And
Insidious.
then there is this. A demon who seeks Dalton's body for one reason: to cause pain to others.
Yep. You understand? Pain.
He is so desperate to possess Dalton, he's the closest of all the entities to getting inside of him.
What do you mean the closest?
Because these entities, they can't just walk into the bodies of the living anytime they please.
Nope.
To cross over from their realm, it takes time, it takes energy.
Exactly, it's
But
a
the
slow
longer
play.
that Dalton's astral body is kept away from his physical body, the weaker the link gets,
Yep.
the easier it is to possess him.
Told you. Boom. Possession.
think we can
That's what it all comes down to. Demons possess. Demons possess. Now, who are demons?
Who are demons?
Okay, we'll get into that another time.
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
say that's a long.
This
subject.
movie revolves around that. Basically, possession. But it's also about being curious. Don't be too
Yeah.
curious, you understand?
Yeah.
Be happy with the world you're on, the plane of existence you're on right now.
Yep.
Because if you believe in something as the further, then you know there's something more after this meat vessel.
Yes. You want to go somewhere good.
So give up the astral projecturing and stay here in the
What's
physical
that? Astral
realm.
projecturing.
Yes, astral projecturing. So, yeah, so this movie basically what? It ends with, spoiler by the way, welcome to the spoiler show.
The spoiler show.
This movie ends with the dad getting hypnotized, going into the other world to get Dalton, his son. Oh, his spirit, I guess. With a lantern. He goes walking through with a lantern. It's really weird. It's all metaphorical, I'm sure. But he finds him, brings him back. Well, we do see the old lady who haunted the dad as a child in this world. So she actually still was following him. You understand?
She was following the father and then attached to.
No.
the son.
The son wasn't even attached to it. It was a different demon. There's two different ones. She was just hanging back and waiting in the shadows.
Oh, for him to go back.
Uh-huh. Because she knew he'll be back. She followed him.
Okay.
And then she takes his body over, and Elise, the psychic, takes a picture of him, and he has old hands so she can see. It's
Yeah.
not him. And then he gets mad about having his picture taken, and then strangles Elise to death. She's dead at the end of
She's
this movie.
dead. At the end. She's dead.
But then we see a sequel for the part 2, and she's in it, so it's obviously telling a previous story. They tell the story
Okay.
of her and those two investigators getting together, which is pretty cool, I remember. Part 2 might have been pretty good. But yeah, I think the dad in part 2 is a little crazy, a little nutty. It's like takes off right after this ends.
I know. I'm trying to remember it.
It's hard to remember. But I remember doing it on a previous podcast, so I watched them, just not more than once. So
What movie is taking place?
What do you got?
It was taking place in the attic. Well, he was looking at movies and stuff in the attic.
Sinister.
That's Sinister.
This is the second time you brought
Yeah,
up Sinister
I
to
know.
me
We're gonna have
during
to
an
watch that
Insidious
again.
episode. Why don't we just turn it into a Sinister episode? Focus.
I must get the two mixed up. I must have watched them at the same time, and my brain just.
Oh, they're all out at the same time.
Yeah.
But Sinister is very different.
Yeah, I remember it.
It's about killing kids, man. Not possessing them.
Not. That's
Bagul.
a laughing matter.
Bagul. That's his name.
Bagul.
If that's how you pronounce
Is it a
it.
demon? We just said its name.
All the horror nerds out there, all the billions of you listening to this show, I don't care if it's how you pronounce it, but it might be. Yeah. Dream demon.
Dream demon.
Somewhat demon. But he's not a dream demon. No, it's not Dream Demon.
Freddy
That's
Krueger.
Freddy Moore. But he definitely goes after children and all that. He's like a cult. Sinister, everybody. Any fans?
We just switched it over to Sinister.
Nah, we're going to finish this episode now, though, with quick little shout-outs to our devoted friends and fans, Mr. and Ms. M. And the newly joined Mr. and Mrs. Sheila B.
Yeah, we don't know how else to say that.
So congratulations to those two over the summer. And you're a joining of the families and all of you who were there. Hello.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for? Okay. And other than that, we're going to stay busy. Halloween's coming up. Less than 100 days.
Yeah. We'll get into more of the creepy side.
Yeah, we'll do more
podcasting.
Yeah, we'll get some Halloween episodes out there because we know no other podcast is going to be doing Halloween episodes out there. So we'll get our version out there. I think we'll probably do a recap where I'm going to give our version.
I think you did one last year.
A version of a recap from movie 1 all the way up to 2022 before Halloween ends. So anybody who hasn't seen all the Halloweens can get a little crash course as to where we are now.
Yep. Oh, that's what I was
with Halloween Ends coming up in October. I believe October, what is that, 15th? I don't even remember anymore.
That's when it, I don't remember what it
14th. 14th, probably. It's a Friday. So probably October 14th, but I'm not sure. It's in October.
This Halloween.
But we're also excited about Terrifier 2, hopefully coming out eventually in October. I heard Halloween, but around Halloween, I'm sure they're going to battle with Halloween Ends. Why not? Yeah.
Wait, when was the newest Terrifier?
That came out back in 2017, I think.
Well, I guess the most recent.
The last one.
Yeah, when was that?
What I just said.
What year?
2017.
Oh, that was that long ago.
Yep. 16.
Okay, so this is the same movie we've been waiting for 2 years.
Yep.
That they keep saying, they're going to release it, they're going to release it, they're going to release it.
It was supposed to be done, but that's it. We just don't know when it's going to be released, that's all. So we'll be on top of that.
I'm excited about that one.
We'll be on top of that. Put some Art the Clown pictures up on our social media if you head over there. If you're listening to us on Podbean, it's our mother site, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Our parent site, our parent site, where we do our podcasting. So, otherwise, like us over on Twitter or YouTube, and we're on Instagram also now.
Yeah.
At PYSO Podcast, all over the place. Just look for
PYSO.
Look for the logo, same logo. So, thank you again for us. This was episode 25 of the PYSO Podcast. Until next time. Goodbye.
Pour your soul out.
Why don't you tell us your name and tell us how you found us, and we can let you know what your name is and where you're from. And thanks for listening. Here we go. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.